Welcome to our third and final class. Before we go into the class, let's have a brief talk about the last two classes. In the last two classes, we talked about the history of storytelling. We had tips on storytelling, the elements of storytelling, and then in the second class, we went deep into the structure of storytelling, talking about the narrative arc, the three acts, the beginning, the middle, and the end. And remember what I said, most movies nowadays don't start in that process. Some start with the end, then end with the beginning. But then they still plot it in that process before the rearrangement. And as I said, when you write your story, if you break it into these three acts, if you shuffle the acts, and you still are able to tell the story smoothly, then you have yourself a great story, a strong structure. Today, we're going to talk about the storytelling process. It is important that you understand the process of storytelling. After you've learned the structure, after you've learned the tips of how to become a good storyteller and the elements involved in storytelling, the process is very important too. The first process of storytelling is coming up with the idea. Ideation is the creative process of generating, developing, and communicating new ideas, where an idea is understood as a basic element of thought that can be either visual, concrete, or abstract. Ideation comprises all stages of a thought cycle, from innovation to development to actualization. Coming up with the idea is the first and most important part of storytelling process. You must have an idea of what you want to do, what you want to tell, how you want to tell it. After this idea, you go to the next process.
I've got something for you. It's for love, not luck. Mom, because you dance like an angel.
Excuse me, are you Sarah Johnson?
Your mother's been involved in an automobile accident.
Hey, you dance?
I used to.
Guess it was pretty tough. Leaving all your friends, having to say all those goodbyes.
Cool outfit. Slamming outfit. Oh. Sarah, how you get your leg to twist like that?
I used to dance.
You used to dance.
It's really not a big deal.
I think it is.
You should hit steps with us tomorrow night.
Steps ain't no square dance.
It's all right, I dance in circles, probably around you.
Oh!
Seems like they're letting anybody in.
Quit it, Nikki.
I ain't walking on eggshells just because you brought the Brady Bunch to the Negro Club.
I'm supposed to be dizzy by now, remember? From all those circles you danced around me.
Oh, sorry.
What's she doing? Two-stepping?
Maybe you want to hook up sometime? Work on your moves?
Yeah, sure, if you want.
Make that sound with me. Make that sound. Wait, you sitting down for tea or something like that? Just slouch a little bit, slouch. You act like you don't know who you are no more, Derek.
I don't get you two. I mean, come on, Malachi's scary.
You don't have to understand. He's my friend, Sarah.
I called Juilliard for an application. They're holding auditions next month.
Then let's get ready then. Let's see some SCX in those HIPs, all right?
I used to practice 3 or 4 hours a day. Never gonna be ready in time.
What do you want? Do you want Juilliard?
What I want is to wake up and see my mom again. It was my stupid dream, and all she wanted was for it to come true.
And I bet you it still wanted to come true. You can do this. It's how you were born to do it. Now show me some attitude.
Now I'm cool enough.
You're almost there.
idea. It is important to know the driving theme. Remember we talked about the theme of the story? It is so important. Like the theme of this story is probably the same theme with the title of the movie, which is Save the Last Dance. It's about a white girl who lost her mom, had to live with her dad in a black community, and then learned another form of dancing. Well, the bottom line is a guy meet girl fall in love story. So you must know the driving theme. The driving theme here is the romance, the way different dance forms come together to build this romance between two individuals from two different races. Understanding the genre of a movie is also very important in your storytelling process. What genre would this story take? Is it going to be a comedy format? You can see in the series Friends, up to the musical, the introductory song, it's comical and friendly. It fits the name Friends and it fits all stories. You can't be telling a story about friends and it's a tragedy. You can't be telling the stories about friends and it's action-packed trailer. You must understand the genre and understand which genre fits the story you're about to tell. Except you're saying friends in the genre of a horror movie. Then I would understand. It would be very interesting. Just think about it.
Legend tells of a ring created by an ancient evil that gave its wearer the power to enslave the world. Believed lost for centuries, it has now been found.
Is it secret? Is it safe?
This is the One Ring, forged by the Dark Lord Sauron. Sauron needs only this ring to cover all the lands of a second darkness. He's seeking it. Seeking it all. His thought is bent on it.
No one knows it's here, do they? Do they, Gandalf?
The weapon of the enemy is a gift. Let us use it against him.
You cannot wield it. None of us can.
The ring must be destroyed.
It was made in the fires of Mount Doom. Only there can it be unmade.
I know what I must do, but I'm afraid to do it.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
There is no other way. There's something down there.
Defining the setting of your story is very important. It helps one build the culture of the people the story is built around. It also gives us a deep understanding of where the characters are coming from. It also helps build the beauty of the plot and of the story itself. The trailer we just watched, The Lord of the Ring, threw up a lot of ancient culture of the European times. Its beauty, its clothes, and its belief in elf, in the supernatural. These are cultural beliefs of these people, and it was used in building this story. That's why that movie, it came in 3 series, is one of the strongest movies ever. And we all know it won so many awards. It's had a strong plot, had strong characters, and told a lovely story.
There's a situation, everybody's speculating. They say, what have we done to deserve this constant changing? Father, Father, hear us, cause we trust have failed us. They say, look to the Lord for salvation and He shall redeem you. Lord, I'm getting frustrated. Yes, I'm losing my patience. I've been waiting for so long. Close to breaking. They say, what have we done to deserve this troublemaking? Father, Father, hear us, cause we trust have failed us. They say, look to the Lord for salvation and He shall redeem you. Oh, I'm getting frustrated. Yes, I'm losing my patience. I've been waiting for so long.
The Smartphone Network.
You may wonder why I'm using an advert. It's important to know that movies can come in various forms, short movies or long movies. Short movies are mostly used for advertising. And it's important that when you want to tell stories in advertising, you script it also, like if scripting a movie, but a short movie. This video, for instance, the scripting of the plot was precise. It brought in imagery of things we knew from movies or heard while we were young, like the SOS call. We all know that if you're in trouble, if you send SOS, you'll be saved, which is save our soul. That's the meaning of SOS. We've all also watched so many movies on how in the ancient times, when they're lost at sea, they will scribble on paper, roll it, put it in a bottle, and throw it into the sea. Now see how this real truths from real life comes to play in this video. It brings out the story of this video, especially in a comical way, because you know in Nigeria, all those things don't work. And it showed in that video that they did not work. Most especially, it tells us that our resolution is just behind our problems if we just look back. Because look at him, he was chasing the rabbit, and voila, there was an array of people partying just behind him, and he was looking for food, shelter. He didn't even have a barber to cut his hair. Now that is scripting the plot. For your plot to be interesting, you must think about it. You must plot it out. You must understand the process and script it out perfectly.
It's the circle of life, and it moves us all.
We are all
connected in the great circle of life.
Walt Disney Pictures presents its all-new 30-second full-length animated motion picture, The Lion King. He was born to rule.
This'll all be mine?
Everything the light touches.
But a shadow lies over the kingdom.
I will be king. Run away and never return.
If you ever come back, we'll kill ya!
Hey, kid, what's eating you?
I don't want to talk about it.
He looks blue. I'd say brownish gold. No. I mean, he's depressed. Anything we can do?
Not unless you can change the past.
He grew up hoping to leave his old life behind.
I know who you are. You're Mufasa's boy.
You're the king.
King? Have you got your lions crossed?
You knew my father? Correction. I know your father.
He died a long time ago.
Nope. Wrong again. He's alive. And I'll show him to you.
Father?
You are my son, and the one true king.
You see, he lives in you.
You must take your place in the circle of life.
Simba!
It's a legendary tale filled with excitement, plus dozens of wonderful new characters.
Why do I always have to save you?
And featuring original music and songs by Grammy winner Elton John and Academy Award winner Tim Rice. Walt Disney Pictures presents an entertainment event you'll never forget.
I cannot stop talking about the importance of building a character. It is so important that you understand each character's personality, especially when you're going abstract. Like The Lion King is the story about animals. Animals don't talk, so they can't speak to us to tell us the characters of a lion or the thought process of a lion. And the most interesting characters in that story is Timon and Pumbaa. Imagine how they brought these two characters together to form a perfect relationship, friendship, and how they play up these characters to make us laugh, to make us happy, and the way they used song to embellish the plots. It's important that you understand these 5 steps in the storytelling process to create the perfect story. Now, you're going to take the time out to write your own story, bringing all what you've learned into your story, from the plotting to the character built in the narrative arc. Let me see what you have for me. I bet we'll have some award-winning stories by the time you're done. Thank you for being part of this class. I enjoyed being your storytelling facilitator. Again, my name is Suzette Uke Agazie. This class is now ended. Join us on our WhatsApp group where we continue with tips on how to be better storytellers, how to be better film producers or cinematographers. Join our Facebook page. Ensure you join. It's a closed group open for only students, so you can catch up and build your skills more. You have any question? Ask us there. You have any tips or you need a hand? You're free to reach us through these platforms. Remember, WhatsApp group, our Facebook, and do follow all our handles. You've already followed our Facebook, then follow our Instagram. There you get tips for the next class, which is a class higher than this class, the intermediary class. Thank you once again.